Next up, we will invite Dr. Deborah Drake to the platform, who is a doctor of humanitarian services and integrative medicine doctor as well. And she has like a regular medicine, a little bit of almost everything, ER background even. And she will be going over the sleep hygiene for life. So I'm.
Thank you. Lorena, can you hear me? Great. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me tonight, girls and guys. It's all over the world. SleepM's making people really sleeping well. And I thought tonight's presentation was excellent. Just really, when you think about the massive field of sleep medicine, it's a big genre. And I think that Lorena and Carmine did a beautiful job of showing you how you could tap into that incredibly effective, safe, and harmless type of preventative, proactive strategy for each of you, yourselves and your family. Now, some of you may be a little bit tired, so if you have to go out, I'll understand, but I'm going to try and really inspire you about the human body and what it needs. And I believe that these protective biocrystals that we've talked about tonight need a bit of extra special mention about how are these crystals not just helping you warm up or relax, they're actually physiologically training your body to be in its peak performance mode on a regular day by day, night by night basis. So over time, the cumulative benefits of this are really quite wonderful. And I'm a testament to that. I had a very serious car crash and was paralyzed down my left neck for 6 months. Since I've been sleeping on these pillows, all of my whiplash injuries, any of the post-traumatic stress and postural disorders, or anything that was struggling for me has pretty much disappeared. So I just wanted to say that I too, like the professors who speak here every Thursday night, we each have had our own personal experience so that we've dedicated ourselves to lecturing for free every Thursday night because we really believe in this project. We believe in the company. We believe in the distribution of it and the equal access of good, healthy healthcare for all, and that you're going to get compensated for it. So if you'll allow me to just blaze on through some pictures, I want to stick in your mind how beautiful the body is made and why these crystals are vibrating with each one of your body parts, giving it a whisper of a tuning each night. And that's what's going to keep you in a good state of longevity and anti-aging, if you will, because we're training your body to be hum like an orchestra every night, repeatedly. So I am a doctor of many medicines, both allopathic and natural medicines, and I'm a professor for the Canadian College of Humanitarian Medicine. I'm on the board of Integrative Medicine and a World Organization of Natural Medicine, and I am a consultant for the SleepM company as one of their affiliate distributors, but also one of the science consultants to the project to help them make sure that they're staying on track and that we're working on a wellness company, not just a mattress company, because we feel that education should go along with these pieces of choices. You know, it is a substantial investment, but it's not just a purchase, it is an investment over 10 years. So I just wanted you to be aware that many of the professors, such as Dr. Sheila McKenzie, Dr. Stanley Nye, Dr. Eugene Fung, and myself put together a book for SleepM called Sleeping Your Way to Wellness, which you can find at the WONM.org website. And recently we brought out another book called Be Equipped to Heal, which focuses a lot of chapters on healing of the body through the use of sleep and proper physiology. And you can also take that course for some of you online. If you wanted to, I'll just go back a slide. There is a link to the conference still where you can actually take it on replay. So if you're interested, visit WONM.org. Now tonight, I thought that Lorena gave a beautiful description of just how the SleepM products with their biocrystals and their charcoal and the antiseptic cool gel and the foam and the proper conditions for postural support with the coils, the EMF protection, all of those things together are creating what I believe is the most important thing, which is an uninterrupted sleep, okay? So this bed has the grounding, it has capturing the sunlight, it does clean your organs with the crystals. It does give EMF protection. It does correct your body alignment and temperature. It is microbially resistant to mold and mildew, which is a very big deal, right? 50% of the skin off your body is eaten up by dust mites in your mattress and turns into allergic feces, causing allergies, asthma, bronchitis, itchy skin, eczema in kids, and it's way under recognized, okay? Also, having a comfortable mattress that doesn't move when your partner gets out to get a glass of water in the night, and having pillows that have magnetic polarity. These things make this a technological mattress and pillow and eye cover. It's not just something to sleep on. It's actually a medicinal, if you will, something that trains the body or entrains and tunes the body as you go. So think of your body like a world. Our bodies mirror the magnetic polarity of a world spinning around, just like the planet spins around on an axle. And we spin around on an axle that creates seasons of rotation, where certain organs are more dominant in certain seasons. And we also have a rotation on a day-to-day basis of 2 hours per organ as we rotate through the clock. And each organ has to get its job done in those 2 hours and hand the baton off to the next organ. So if you miss your sleep, or you stay up too late, or you miss one of these feeding windows or whatnot, you're likely to get sick because there's a backlog of this jumbled up cycle. It's very important that we follow the ethers, which is the electrical brain, the wood element for the liver, the fire for the heart and intestines, the earth for the stomach, spleen, and pancreas, the air for the lung and colon, and the water of the kidney and bladder. It is those elements of the earth that are the exact same elements that make up the universe of water, ether, air, fire, and wood inside you, right? So we are a microcosm of the world's macrocosm, and we have to remember to walk on the beach and get the sunshine in our eyes to fill up the biophotons of light in the body, to feel that primordial soup inside us. That's this electrical body. And by sleeping well, you recharge this electrical field every single night. And you rotate through the seasons, regulating the body processes and dumping last season's junk out as it's no longer necessary. You also have to work on the dopamine, sunlight, bright frontal brain aliveness in the morning, in the sunshine coming up for the sunrise. But you also have the orange spleen and lymphatic stimulating serotonin, calming, and GABA nighttime dark neurotransmitters at night. So it is the light that transmits the dopamine by day and the GABA by night. And if you're watching a computer screen full of dopamine all night long, you're going to interrupt your sleep cycle. So I want to just remind you, each element only works for 2 hours a day. So you do need to eat yourself with a healthy breakfast for the earth elements in the morning. You do need to breathe oxygen at 11 a.m. and go for a walk to get that beautiful mineral capture of light into the body through oxygen. You do need to drink water 5 liters a day to wash out the poisons and dissolve all the minerals and be the communicator that remembers things in the body. And you do need a fire element to burn energy, such as a good metabolism at 11 a.m. for the heart, and also 7 to 11 p.m. for the pericardium and adrenals to recharge the reproductive systems and the adrenals in the evening. That's why we feel so great watching a beautiful fireplace by the ocean side at night, right? So if you can get all those elements together, wonderful, but who can go on vacation to the beach every night and who can get all the water in? Sometimes we need a little guidance like training wheels, and this is where the SleepM bed puts the training wheels on your magnetic field and allows you to pump all those energies together all night long like a big fountain, a mix master at night. And by sleeping on these crystals, you're allowing the body to gain momentum against the powers of degenerative illness, okay? So when you are a pumping station, you're going to emanate vibrations, okay? Different vibrations of the earth can come into you as negative waves, or your good metabolism can pump out healthy hormones, healthy neurotransmitters, and have healthy colors of your chakras to have a healthy aura around you, okay? And when you look at the amount of electricity in the world right now, this is a grid from the radio and telecommunications branch. And the one white box at the very bottom, can you see that white box at the very first space? That is the area where music and a grand piano and human health and the periodic table of elements vibrates around there, okay? So this is where the grounding is. But above and beyond that, there are other radio waves, microwaves, cosmic waves, X-rays, okay? And the governments have chopped those up and gave them different radio licenses to make money on all those different bandwidths. But your body also runs on these bandwidths, and in all the bandwidths of gamma, X-rays, ultraviolet, infrared, microwave, or radio wave, we have this one section in the middle called visible light where humans live, where a lot of animals live, because the vibration of those colors through the vibration of certain minerals brings life into our bodies, okay? It is that these wavelengths of the rainbow that run the human being. These are the wavelengths that we are using in the crystal bed to vibrate the red into your lower chakra, and the orange into your spleen, and the green into your heart, and the blue color into your thyroid, and your magenta color into your pineal gland. And by using crystals of these different colors, we're actually hitting all the notes on the piano around middle C that actually are the very minerals that carry oxygen. That's magnesium, chromium, iron, zinc, tin, copper, nickel, zinc especially, okay? And these antioxidants above middle C. So when you are in the spectrum of a rainbow of light and sleeping on a bed of rainbow crystals, you are presenting to your body the pitch pipe of life, the pitch pipe to tune up oxygen through its cling on to various minerals that transport that oxygen all through your body all night long. And there's only a certain number of periodic table of elements that are very viable in the human biological system. Some other ones are poisonous, like mercury or lead. You don't want a lot of that in your body necessarily, right? But the use of the very crystals that are from the earth has a dominance of these very positive sodium, magnesium, potassium, and these match the 51 keys on the 88 key piano. So when you're lying on the crystal bed, it's like playing the Mother Earth's concert of the forest floor into your body all night long. And as each different mineral vibrates a different frequency, or a different note, if you will, on the piano, it actually forms a different shape, okay? So the frequencies create shapes, and the shapes create structure. So the more we have good music playing to our body through crystal bedding, the more we have better shapes in our body, the more our enzymes fit the socket, the keyholes, the more our body gets the energy delivered, the more our body gets the poisons out, and we keep ourselves from aging and degenerating into chaotic signals. So if you imagine that every part of your body is a different string or a different length and diameter, we're giving you different vibrations through different size of crystals with different frequencies in them. And each one of the frequencies of these crystals makes a different note on the piano, okay? So a different shape, if you will, comes out of each one of those crystals. And so when you're lying on a complex 16 different crystals all ground up to fine size, that allows many high surface area vibrations to come off in about a 3-foot plume around your bed. So much so that you'll find the cats and the dogs wanting to get on the bed because they feel the vibration of Mother Earth when they lie on these beautiful shapes. And don't these shapes look like the exact gorgeous windows that we saw in many of the cultural huge cathedrals around the world? Well, these were actually vibrational shapes that gave notes to the congregation to keep them well. And the vibration of 432 hertz vibration is the sharpest, cleanest, because it comes from Mother Earth, as opposed to the slightly analog change of music to 440 hertz since 1940s. And that made the body a bit blurred out in its frequency and in its sharpness. So when we go back to a crystal bed, we're retuning the body to the actual 432 frequency of Mother Earth. And that frequency 432 makes this shape, and this shape matches the shape of oxygen. So by listening to all these minerals of the earth, we're actually getting a Velcro strip to attract oxygen into the body. So now we have this incredible ability through shapes and crystals to reorganize the oxygen structure in the body and keep us in the most perfect geometric shape. And when we say the words Om, or we listen to one of these singing bowls, or we open the pineal gland by meditating at that beautiful time of night, these are the things that open oxygen into the body that reduce inflammation and aging. So when you now bring oxygen into the mitochondria, which is the battery of the cell, now the cell can reproduce itself and grow like a beautiful garden. Your cells can regrow themselves with good stem cells. Now, if we can keep away from these radioactive yellow elements of poison, and we can accentuate the purple and the green essential and trace minerals in the body through our crystal bed and through good nutrition, we will now have these crystals benefiting every organ in the body, both yin and yang pair, the gallbladder to the liver, the kidney to the bladder, the heart to the intestine, right? The lung to the colon. They all have pairs of in and out. We bring in the air and we gas it out. We bring in the water and we urinate it out. We bring in the food and earth and we defecate it out, okay? So we always have to have the in and the out, otherwise the systems will back up. So by using crystals of a multiplicity of benefits in all organs, plus this extra gold and silver to make everything conductive and flowing like water inside, we are allowing the body's electrical field to pump up every night. And remember that crystals transmit light, just like a rainbow, right? The rainbow comes when there's water in the sky. So now I want you to think about the ability for your pineal gland and your mitochondria to talk through crystal energy. See this word Christi on the edge of the mitochondria? The mitochondria is a little battery charger inside every cell, and it has all these extra folds for extra surface area to carry and hold a capacitor of energy. And when you have sunlight all day, you charge up this battery, and at nighttime, this battery starts making all your DNA. Your DNA is the chromosomal strands that create alphabetical letters that make words, that make sentences, that make genetic grammar, that make protein instructions, that make you form a certain enzyme that creates a certain shape, that is enzyme B versus enzyme C, different shapes, okay? So when you are sleeping well, your mitochondria are building up your DNA and anti-aging you while you sleep. And it's just like the 6 strings of a guitar, 1 string for wood, fire, earth, air, water, ether. Each string is a slightly different vibration, so it needs a different pitch, a different color of a mineral. And when you add all those crystals into the bed with gold and silver, we're refracting into your body the light of day into the prism of night. And we're basically allowing each one of the chakras in each of your endocrine system to absorb the proper light for its proper function, like a different air traffic controller talking to each organ on a different channel that's color coded or frequency coded, if you will. And if you look at the frequencies of music and the frequencies of paintbrush, it's quite beautiful to see that each different note on the piano actually vibrates in concert or in bioresonance harmony to a light, okay? So hertz frequencies, some match many nanometers of light in the range of 0 to 1,000 hertz. So that means the rainbow matches the piano, and the piano matches your brain, and your brain matches these frequencies. So now I have all the different organs in my body talking to different strings on my guitar, if you'll get my drift. And this brain and all these organs are charged up every night with light. So if you can look at this chart, I put all the salts that run the whole body, which organ of the year, sorry, which month of the year, which tissue salt runs that organ, which frequency of music each month of the year, which solar plexus or endocrine gland does this match, and what does this do for the body? Well, if you look at January, Capricorn, it's the earth element of selenium, chlorine, and we need to do that to fix our thyroid and remove any nervous twitches and build our bones, our eyes, and anti-aging, and help the process of fermentation. So you can see that each different mineral of each different color has a different function in the body to build up a different one of these stations in this factory where our body has this relay handing off station to station to station, organ to organ, okay? So if we put all those different frequencies and all these different minerals into your bedding, and if you start eating all the foods that have those good minerals in them, and you're sleeping on a crystal bed that has this good minerals in them, and you're listening to good music in 432 hertz that has all these vibrations, then you can't help but be a fabulous piece of work. You're going to be looking good, feeling good, sounding good, good metabolism, good emotions, good mood, good digestion, okay? So we're taking the food frequencies and putting them into crystals, putting the crystals into your bed and removing these heavy metals. And all of this is based on sacred geometry, where if you listen to the crystals of the earth, they all match the exact periodic table of elements that matches this exact shape. Okay, this is called the Fibonacci sequence, and it repeats itself all throughout nature. And it helps build up different frequencies of different lengths, like in the cochlea of your ear, or the nasal hair cells, or in your gut, or on your tongue. There's different wavelengths based on the different length of a string vibrating at different resonance. So we put all the crystals in your body to stimulate your coil called your pineal gland. And when you sleep on a crystal pillow, you're actually receiving this, you're receiving all the energy into your optical switchboard, which then can translate that deep message into the rest of the body. So the pineal gland sends out color signals to the rest of the body while you're sleeping to reorganize and clean you. And then the body then takes on these perfect spiral shapes. And I won't go into details on this right now, but just to say, look at how nature represents this spiral. So when we put the crystal bed together, you're going to see that we've actually arranged the crystals into the pad in a beautiful sacred geometry pattern, so that we're matching the pineal gland. We're matching the pineal gland's ability to deliver many colors of light through the body all night long to reorganize our chakra system into perfect alignment. We're sending different wavelengths of light to all the different emotions, to the different essential oils in the life. Well, you don't necessarily have all the time in the day to do all this. Why not sleep on this whole mattress that's got all of these colors for all of these functions, okay? I mean, we're talking amazing ability to help the body get back in sync with its rotation, ability to heal up the mitochondria and pump it up with energy, the ability to grow more stem cells while you're sleeping deeply, the ability to learn and store more memory when you're sleeping, the ability to evolve your aging of your mitochondria backwards, so there's more crystal light in your mitochondria, keeping you from premature aging, the ability to keep you mobile and fit so that you're actually not losing muscle mass, but in fact, you're still building, and to support with bonding relationships. You know, if you're sleeping better, not snoring and driving your spouse out of the bed, or you're actually so obese that your partner can't make love to you, or you have some other problem with cardiovascular stress and you can't be a good parent or a good worker, all of this can be helped dramatically if you could just sleep well and increase your body's energy, oxygen, and delivery of health care from home without having to be controlled by others in terms of cost or drugs or medicines that are responsible for a lot of problems of side effects in our society. We're trying to get you to sleep well so you don't fall down that path of predictive inflammatory or degenerative diseases. Those are costly and risky. So if you can start working every night on a calm sleep, if you can use the hygiene to reflect good vibrations in your body, tame the internal body waters, drink external excellent waters, you're going to build a great biocrystal body inside yourself, okay? And when you have crystals, they are transducing electrical, piezoelectric crystals that transmit and receive signals. So the more you're happy and healthy, the more you're going to vibrate radiance, you're going to be attractive to other people in your business, and they're going to be wanting to know how you did this. And you're going to say, well, I just slept well. That's all I did. I made money while I was sleeping. And that's going to increase all the execution of your body's meridians and light channels. You're going to help your nervous system talk to all its different parts better. You're going to have your brain get better cognition, emotion, more metabolism, more detox protection. Your whole brain will have better posture and flow to the head. You're going to have better circulation and organ detox. And mostly, this is where I'm really interested in anti-aging. The DNA and repairs at night stimulate your stem cells to bring on your white blood cells to produce any defense of any threat to your environment and to your body's health. So by just working on your general stem cells, you're protecting from many, many, many diseases. 85% of the diseases in the textbook of medicine are due to mitochondrial dysfunction. So if you can improve your sleep hygiene by getting to sleep faster and deeper, staying there longer without interruption, and having time for stem cell repair early night and sympathetic rehearsals later in the night, then you'll notice that your body will be training these deep waves. So you're awake at daytime and very deep, deep sleeping at night. And when you do this, the brain slows way down to 1 to 8 hertz. The frequency of 8 is very important in oxygen metabolism. And at night, your body repairs itself with deep, dreamless and dreaming sleep to repair all of the things that make you anti-age. And by nighttime, your brain cells are making new connections, reconnecting dopamine and norepinephrine for relaxation, and balancing that with serotonin and GABA for antihistamine and anti-anxiety. And also, may I just mention, without going on too long, that the gut health is dependent on light as well, because all of these little wires in your brain end up in your gut through the vagus nerve. a big, fat, thick nerve that goes from your head down to your toes. And they transmit these, see these prism-like neurotransmitters? They're filled with light because light travels through a prism. And because these neurotransmitters have a ring of carbon, they make a prism fiber optic cable. So by sleeping on the SleepM bed, you're repairing your neurotransmitters to be in the right sequence of fluctuation, and it creates a better circadian rhythm and an anti-aging potential. So when you're sleeping on the SleepM bed, you're getting your light communication channels all tuned up for fiber optic delivery to your organs. You're getting the right fluctuation of the mental health, fluctuation of day and night. So you sleep deeper by night, you wake up refreshed by the day. You rather wake up with the sunlight and the blue light. And then you're going to have this big, deep sleep early at 4 a.m. for the zinc stem cell repair that will cause all the anti-aging and mitochondrial DNA repair that's ever so important in the time of COVID. We also have 4 a.m. to kill off infections. So now you're cleaning up any staph or strep or viruses or funguses or mold or dust mites that you got during the daytime, but you don't want to sleep on a stinky old mattress that's full of these things. So you all need a new mattress for the new millennium. And by the way, the second half of the night, if you really did deeply sleep in the first half, you have these 1, 2, 3, 4 dreams through the night as the sympathetic nervous system starts practicing good heart rate variability, predictive of excellent heart and cardiac status. So think about your brain at nighttime. It's not just quiet when you're sleeping. There's all kinds of things going on when your brain is turned off and recharging. And you need to respect that, as sleep hygiene predicts that if you miss your sleep, you have a higher rates of death, suicide, hypertension, anxiety, depression. You can't ignore it. It's got a lot of things are going on in the middle of the night. So please try to think about this bed as an investment in anti-aging, an investment in your gut filtration, an investment in your mitochondrial health for DNA repair, an investment in cancer and inflammation protection, because each organ is going to be eating and cleaning itself in a better way. And the gut cells, it's as well with all these light cells called enterochromaffin. Entero means gut, chromaffin means light cells, like in the retina of your eye. So in your gut, there's also this vision quest of these specialized cells that also use the same light transmitters of serotonin and dopamine full of crystals. So your whole gut is lined with 30 feet of crystals, and these crystals activate your gut reflexes, peristalsis, pain reception, inflammation. They also release these incredible hormones from the pituitary, the adrenaline glands, the cholinergic vagus nerves, and the corticotropin stress hormones, aminobutyric acid GABA, antihistamine hormones that relax you, and all the neurotransmitters that release other hormones. So if you have enough light by day and by sleeping on the crystal bed with all these light enhancing crystals by night, you're improving the fight or flight response, you're improving your sleep cycle, you're improving your response to microbes, and you're improving your ability for peristalsis to empty out the gut every night. And 95% of your light receptors are in the gut. 5% of them are in the head. So don't ever forget that sleeping on a good bed with good bowel support, good back support that supports your bowels, all of these things add up to good flow down your meridians. And the more ability for your brain to communicate with each organ, there's good feedback loops, just like in reflexology. We can touch different parts of the body distally and get an effect centrally. When we're sleeping on this bed, we're stimulating all of these sensors in our skin, our ears, our smell, our taste, our receptors, all of which are aligning our body into these perfect wavelengths so that we can keep on our axle and keep spinning for a long time to come. So I want to strongly encourage you to get yourself on a SleepM pad, or at least a pillow, and see how you feel. Move yourself up into a topper and a full mattress. Get your dog and pet sleeping on one. Get your family members. There's no harm. You can use it on any person of any age, any race, any religion, any medical condition, any medication, anything that it doesn't interfere with anybody else's therapies, okay? So it's first do no harm. And what's the solution? A 7-zone orthopedic mattress with activated carbon and all of the trimming tools that come with it, such as the pad or the topper if you're a massage therapist, and or the pillows that match different head sizes, neck sizes, and shapes, and of course the glasses for the facial area. So on that note, I'm going to leave you with the last statistics published by the company. There has been extensive research done on these mattresses by independent organizations that show it improves your physiology by 36%. It improves your circulation. That means your blood flow in your heart and blood pressure by 50%, including to the head. And 73% of people improved their sleep. And with these 16 biocrystals that trigger the biophotonic hormones of the body, we feel that this is a long-term investment that will enhance your microcirculation, boost your energy, and boost your immune resilience. Say that again. SleepM products give microcirculation enhancement, proven bioenergy and immune resilience, and they may bolster your organ health for better longevity. So in summary, the SleepM crystal bed does ground you, helps you capture sunlight, organ tunes you up, prevents you from EMF stress, helps your body alignment and body temperature, helps you resist microbes, helps you be comfortable, and helps repair the magnetic polarity of your body, and you get paid while you're sleeping. Now, how's that for a great idea for a great business, where you get all the benefits and none of the hassles, and you can get one piece of that 8-slice pie for you to actually help defray the cost of you buying another mattress for yourself or someone in your family. So it's a win-win situation all around. And I want you to know that I think that I'm just going to exit that screen share there. I just want to say thank you so much for you allowing me to come into your life tonight and give you a little heads up on why this is the best thing going.